Hello there, and welcome to week 6 of class. This week is actually a very loaded week with a lot of content. Because we're talking about social media and the idea of the web and how to promote websites, but also talking about how to optimize and how to utilize your websites in an effective manner, I guess, in terms of the background, things like that, how to get people to actually find your site. We'll start there, and kind of one thing you don't really need to worry about as much as people finding your site unless you're doing an outside site. Like I have several professional websites that I do on the side that are not related to a school, but my interests. Like I have smarterclassroom.com, which is geared towards smart technologies, and I have mikestechnologycloset.com, which is geared towards free websites to use in education. So unless you're going to drive traffic to that, you don't need to worry as much about that because people are going to find you through your school's website. But some of the things they talk about, you have no control over. Some of the alt tagging, keyword optimization, some of that you don't have control over if you're using like Edmodo or things like that. But a big one that I've seen too often that can hamper searching is the overuse of graphics to represent text. When you're using search engines, it's searching for words. It isn't looking for pictures. So if everything on your site is pictures and there's no text, the search engines will never find it. So there's a whole thing I could go into about the importance of how easy it would be for someone to find you. That's a negative and a positive. Obviously, think of the negatives, but think about if you're going for a new job, things like that, and you want future principal, superintendent, whatever, to find you, to look at what you've done. You want to make it so they can find you. So just my only advice there is just don't oversimplify your websites or overfill your websites with graphics. You need to do it. You do have to have some text on there. But going back to where the week kind of starts with the social media and things of that nature, just kind of take a look at that and kind of think about how you can use social media in your classroom. Don't focus as much about the legalities of should I friend a student, should I not friend a student on Facebook, things of that nature. But think of things like Twitter or, even ones that aren't listed like Collaborize or Edmodo is considered a social media. How can those be utilized in your classroom to communicate in the PLC with your parents, with your students? What's the importance of that and how can that all work for you? So don't focus necessarily on the Facebook and things of that nature, but look at some of the other social medias when you're looking and thinking about and answering those questions. So I want everybody to keep up the good work. Like I said, a lot to think about this week, and we'll talk again at the end of the week. Thanks.